Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. Don't you know? Talking about a revolution, and it sounds like our voices are getting louder. It's pushing through to create the new. In today, coming on is a special edition, a special live that to write what I'm feeling and what's coming through for the planet. I've written and I wrote while I was away. Hello and welcome from Brisbane, Australia to wherever you are, whatever time it is. Thank you for coming on here. As I come in and share and speak, I'm feeling all of the energies as I do so. So to come in, I need to push through quite a lot of energies for each video. And these are different to anything else on the whole planet. Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide is unique in what is brought through linking from purely from source, spirit to soul, verbalizing firstly and newly to the planet for all of humanity, as I'm a human template for all of humanity and what I bring through firstly. And I need to state that at the beginning, as I'm guided to bring that through, because it's a form of, you can say, energy protection for me to state that. And the reason is because I've been doing this a very long time, 26 years. I've been behind the scenes. And please know this is all about you. As I talk about me, it's a mirror of energies for you with whatever you're going through right now to uptake a beautiful soul healing for yourself of golden love. See a big golden ball of energy right there for you, because you need to give to you firstly. You know the old sayings, water, self of the well firstly before others. Many were brought up to give to others first, and that's okay. However, what's happening is somewhere the translation has been lost of what of the old, of the ancient sayings and prophecies that we're talking about in a different day, in a different era, in a different time. We're in different times. This is about a revolution. This is the worldwide rally freedom that I was guided to go to, as well, to clear energies beforehand of the darker energies and to be part of that peaceful freedom march of 150,000 plus 1 million at least in Australia alone contributed with the rest of the world for the worldwide freedom rally. Please know what is coming through today. I am in a process of, in spirit and soul, feeling and processing and picking up energies and seeing visions and picking up energies and slowing down to translate them, to put them into words for you to uptake for you. So many of you say to me, I didn't have the words for that. I felt that as it came through, the same as you. It's never the same as me in the sense of when I bring through, firstly, I'm bringing spirit and soul. I'm ahead of time in what I bring through and share. And it's very challenging when you're ahead of time in bringing through and voicing and sharing newly that other people need to grow into yet. And you are all finding that you're at that place with others that are awakening now. Please know that as you're coming, I've been and I'm coming back. And it's important for me to say this so you know you are getting the highest vibration on the planet right here delivered to you. Golden diamond is the next symbol. You are so powerful. And just because you may not be out and doing rallies, you may not be out in the open in some way, it does not matter. I'm here with you. I'm always right here with you, is the saying. And I've been here for 10 years here writing and 26 years all up. Please take a breath, because I'm going to explain some things to you about what is happening at the moment. So if you want to stay. You want to go. Doesn't make any difference to me. It is up to you when you're ready, because this energy and message is going out to the planet. is going out to the planet through me, with you, together. This is about us together. And being here as a human template, firstly, has been very challenging. Yet what do I say? I'm always right here with you side by side. Okay? So all you will receive is pure, divine, unconditional love. There's no ego. There's no competition here. This is a very freeing, unconditionally high vibe, highest vibe on the planet for you with who you are. And the pitch is shifting beautifully, gently, masculine, feminine. It's getting a healing at the moment. A lot of hormonal imbalances is happening as well. Take that in and feel if that resonates for you. Today is a new way of I've written, yet I've been asked not to go off that, to sit here, to come in, to take a moment to feel. Because what I perceived, or what we can do, is think before we do something. Then when we actually show up in the person, we're in the living flow, everything else goes out the window. So let me know if you can relate to that one. So being honest with yourself. I'm already calling it for 2022, Anastasia Bluebianca. It'll be interesting to see what Cryon says or has said 2022 is about. I'm calling it for just be honest with yourself, being honest with yourself, learning how to be honest with yourself for 2022. This is about your personal freedom within you. All of these, what's happening out in the outside world, and I won't name everything that's happening, let's just say what's happening in the outside world is about your inner freedom. You won't find it in the outside world, okay? Yes, we need to show up, better to die on my feet than live on my knees, and all of that everybody is at the forefront and rallying and doing whatever they do. Fucking fantastic. There are many behind the scenes that are working, have been working quietly. First wavers, new earth ascending masters. You right here now in some way have been holding a space alone, shadow work, dark. You have been ahead of time. You can see things that others don't see. You don't suffer fools lightly. You've been the lone wolf, the alpha, or you've isolated yourself and detached from everybody because you couldn't cope. Well, that was me, detached most of my life. That's why a lot of us don't remember a lot. We were floating because it was too much. We were very empathic, deeply empathic. And we can't help but feeling deeply. So when people say don't feel it so deeply, don't take it on, yeah, good luck with that one, trying to tell somebody that it's their natural beacon. You're a natural beacon of light with others. So because of that, what's happening at the moment is we are seeing others. You are seeing others sorting themselves out, facing themselves, feeling into things more, being affected about what it is they need to look at themselves, and they're in their own spaces coping the best they can. So all connections and links have altered. This is part of what I'm here to bring to you. We are going through a big, a giant, a massive reset. 823 is the number to look up. Joanne's Sacred Scribes when we're finished here. 823 is a personal message for you. Go look it up afterwards. Sacred Scribes, Joanne, 823. A reset is happening. What you used, your methods, your paths, the way that you thought, you spoke, you wrote, you acted, you ate, you went out, you organized, has all altered. It's all in flux. Can you feel it? Well, there's your past there. Can you feel it's all in flux? Are you noticing that those cords and threads and the way that you did things are not working the same? Do you understand? Can you at least, if you're not getting that, please slow down and take a moment and feel into that for yourself. Please take a moment. Slow down to catch up with yourself. This great reset, it's more than anything that has been written. The reason I came on is because we have reached beyond words. Hello, Tarika. Hello, my Marty. Hi, Amy. Hey, Vicky. Lisa, I just want to send A personal thanks. You're welcome, Lisa. The golden ball was felt. Let's keep going. Morning, Natalie. Oh, hello, my beautiful Megan. Yes, and we're all mirrors. Absolutely, goddess. You are so welcome. The thing is, felt slammed yesterday. Yep. It is about being a mirror with each other, and our numbers are less. You don't need 1 million people to heal 1 million people. Our numbers are less, and that's okay. It's about you learning to be newly honest with yourself in some deep, deep way. And this was covered on the Saturday just gone, the 20th 100 Master Zoom, that was gifted live for you to get a feel of the energies of all of us all together is so big and amazing. And there's the diamond heart, gold diamond heart releasing again. Feel that? Release, release. What I want to say to you today, there is a great reset going on at the moment. And what happens is on our spiritual journeys, we get frustrated. We feel like it's going to be like this forever. And it's not going to be forever how you're feeling. When you're going through something in your ascension, remind yourself, this is not forever. Stay in that moment. It will wash over you. There will be like perceived blocks or rocks in your path. Go with the flow like a river with the divine and flow around, because they're not really blocks and rocks. They are perceived when you're in the flow of 100% pure trust and faith in above, and your link with God, the divine source, you will flow freely forward on a liquid golden path. You need to show up and be honest with yourself about something or some things in some way, because this is multidimensional. This is multidimensional. Are you understanding what is being shared? Are you allowing and taking the message of 585 is go with the flow of the changes and trust that all will work out for your highest good. Your finances are set to increase, as well as your sense of personal freedom and self-esteem. Success will be yours. It's a message that important changes you are experiencing will bring about auspicious opportunities that will manifest a steady stream of positive abundance and prosperity into your life. Trust that these changes will bring about wonderful life experiences. And this keeps talking about financial stability. Said it a few times. Abundance is not only finances, we know that. Show courage, stand up for yourself and your truths, follow your own path. That last bit is exactly what being honest with yourself, which that'll be coming through 1st of January. I do a live, bring that through. Show courage, stand up for yourself and the truths, follow your own path, and voice. The other one that has come through, that has been shared, is voice to table, to speak up, to take your power back in some way. Voice in some way to take your power back. You sitting with this? You know, I want to say again, for those of you that have just come on, that the worldwide rally brought about a birthing energy. I'm not going to say a rebirth. I'm not going to say a new. I'm not going to say all the words have been written and said. I've been a scribe and writing for actually about 15 years, 10 years more publicly. All the words have been written. They're chronicles. They're ahead of time living ascension words. All the previous updates, all the videos, 167 videos are all living energies for you to watch whenever. So that's why I'm coming on today and putting in new words, creating a new path. And one of the first things I want to say is it is a little challenging creating a new path. It is not all roses and people mightn't agree with me when I say that, and that's okay. I'm saying it in a certain way for me, of the fluffy white words, of what's coming in energetically, yes, they're fantastic updates and guidance and this portal. This is heading up to the 21st of the 12th right now, what we're feeling. This is so powerful. This 21st of the 12th, I mean, 12 months prior was the age of Aquarius, and there was the Ian White, Australian Bushflower Essence founder and creator that came on with me for a live for the whole of the humanity to help those energies anchor in through Australia and the world. It was brilliant to be able to do that, and many of you were there. You can watch that anytime you like. So these energies are heading to the 21st of the 12th, and it's a giant reset. A giant reset. Sit, take that in. Don't think it only. Bring it in. Spiritually mindful, consciously feel. Reset. What does a reset mean? What does a reset mean? Slow down, be softer, be gentle. If something's not working, am I getting frustrated? Am I pushing? Am I disillusioned? Anything that doesn't vibrate purely and freely. Let me say another way. When someone says something and I get confused, or I feel confusion, or they're confused, or it's not making sense, or anything that is not simple and flowing, that's not of the light, and it's the mind. Simple as that. As soon as you start questioning, shift it, shift it, shift it, shift it, shift it, shift it. At the moment, give yourself 3 days is the message. Give yourself 3 days with this reset consciously. Consciously give yourself 3 days and observe for 3 days. Honestly, give yourself some peace. It is full on bedlam in the outside world. Yes, people are saying there's insanity outside. I've been calling that one for years. I've been calling so much of what's been written now for years and years and years. So again, I'm bringing something ahead of time, being through it, to all my energy centers, through my physical and raw and real, and I've come back and I'm here with you saying, come on, been through this myself. I'm here with you in your unity to help our planet grow. We've got to have fun and yuck it up in between, people. There is no break. There is no break from your ascension. If you feel you want or need a break, you're coming from here. There is no break. We are in the greatest times of change on this planet. And you've been reading more of these memes, like I said, I've written all of this behind the scenes. And a lot of you have been following, not me, what is coming through me, but of the divine, of your golden light, because I'm all about you, helping you to help yourself, empowering you through personally has gone through it first for the planet. So when people say, I went through that last week, no, you did not, bless you. You're just not aware of it yet. You mean at that vibration. This is the highest on the planet. First, 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 first. It's important that I share that and say that and own that. I will say that every video for you to consciously uptake and not miss the importance of you being here on this live video today. Thank you for being you. Thank you for going through everything you have. Can you please take a little break for yourself? Allow yourself a reset of 3 days to notice the energies, the old. I'm unable to bring the old and the new, and I need to be more conscious of every thread, every strand, every thought, every given moment, to choose to remain here, to embody this amazing physical body I have. As the last place we feel a shift is spirit, soul, mental, emotional, and physical. So there is a lot of dis-ease and ailments and flare-ups. Yes, that's part of ascension as well. You'll see lists, I've shared them in the past as well, of the ascension symptoms and everything, okay? Yes, however, you've been asked to slow down to look after your physical body health. Many are falling off perches. Many are falling away and falling aside, and they're needing to tend to the consciousness and feeling through the emotions. New Earth Ascension, you need to feel, link with your intuition, feel intuitively through yourself for you to learn to love yourself unconditionally in your heart for yourself firstly. See the big Mother Mary image and the big pink roses, that energy. Feel the gentleness. This is about unconditional love and being honest with yourself. And that is the toughest lesson in all of our ascension, is being really, and we will not say brutally honest. This is not about brutal in any way. This is loving, soft and gently. Please be honest with yourself, and that's okay. I'm here to let's hold hands and jump puddles together, going into 2022 till 6 months into 2022. Then it'll be interesting to see what's going to shift after that. It is being honest with yourself firstly, and that's where the bravery and the guts and the spiritual warrior of peace that you are within, to gift yourself inner freedom. And it is a process, and it takes time. So when people say we've done it, we've got it, we're this, we're never finished, please. That's linear time. You are eternal. You're a spirit that's having this amazing linking with your spirit. Not, I'm a spirit having a human experience. Fuck that shit. Honestly, please, let's go further. You're a spirit in this human body with a human soul, with a soul in a human body. Linking the two together is so important, and it is by faith and trust. Faith and trust. Faith and trust. Faith and trust. It's important to remember your human body is up on the platform right now. We need extra help and care for our bodies right now to uptake such high energy vibrations to filter through to the human. Previously, I did share we were going through a crystalline body upgrade. This is a follow-on and a flow. Like, follow, share, whatever it takes to keep a link in with this energy to help you to help yourself. A gentle reminder that you can do that. You can set your settings to get a notification when these come on. It's all up to you. It's all here. You need to be a seeker. You need to be able to look after yourself, to have energy and strength to create a new rudder. The old is gone, everybody. Do you consciously understand and realize the old rudder's gone? What worked in the old, what you used to use, no longer works. You are unable to take the old threads into the new. It won't work. Not possible. So it means we're forming a new rudder. So what are we flying on at the moment? Pure divine faith and trust. Holy shit. And if you don't have that faith and trust and you don't have that link, you're going to hit the depression. You're going to hit all the things that people did not look at and push down, and bless them and love to everybody that's doing that. I spent years and years and years and years of dipping into the shadow and learning to love my shadow sides, to own all my bits, warts, and all is very brave thing to do. Because that is you giving yourself permission to have inner peace and freedom when you do that. Just take this in. Just take this in. You need to be able to look after yourself and in the physical, to have energy and strength to create a new rudder for a new earth energy through yourself for all of humanity. Please know the divine, the universe has your back all the way. And to surrender and let go of a way of the old. You need to let go of a way you did, something you did or said or coped or handled something that you could have enjoyed in an older energy, to come up with a new slate. Now, the words I use, it's not clean, it's a new slate, okay? To feel into how and what to create in the new. It really is still that big where we're at. We're in a transition. Right now, we're in a giant reset. From the weekend, from the worldwide rally energies, birthing came in. The energy birthing came in. This is big. We have won. We still have a long way to go. So enjoy the bits and moments of being a part of the greatest change on the planet. Accept that wherever you are, let go, release, and fucking yuck it up and have fun in that. That's the answer. Why do you think I laugh a lot? Why do you think I sing? Why do you think I'm always playing music? I'm shifting the energies to yuck it up. So before I go in a few minutes, the golden bits come in these few minutes when I say I'm going to go. I'll do a little Anastasia story time. And I've started some new writing. Okay, the picture shifting. So just take a moment. Picture shifting, feminine's coming in stronger. I've been playing with these a lot today. The energies and pictures are shifting. So I started writing letters to my younger ascending self yesterday while I was still away in the city after doing showing up for the Worldwide Freedom Day in Brisbane. And in my dream, it was a new baby boy. And, you know, that's very important, very symbolic when you have real dreams. And I remember the peace and the calm that washed over. And I was like, well, how come that wasn't with the first one? You know, I didn't know such peace and such a quiet baby. And I knew it was very huge for humanity, the fact that that energy was birthed, because what came through recently, now we will read in Ascension Diaries, we will read updates, we will read people sharing again. I would love to just point out very briefly, just like the In5D with Greg Prescott, he brought in the largest spiritual database in the world. And for a time, I was Australian correspondent linked in with that energy. And the Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide updates, videos, and ahead of time updates are the only kind in the world of these as well, linking spirit, soul through the emotions. So when I share, it's important because as it comes through me, it will then flow out to all of you. That's how I know to write what I do. When you say, how did you know? When you write, that's what I went through. I didn't have the words. Why? Because I've also am still continuing to go through the energies at a high vibration level in ninth dimensional energies to be able to come down, and it's not lowering or coming down at all. You know what I mean? To come through those, to come here into the fifth dimensional energies to write. That's how I work and roll. So what I saw was a lot have had masculine energy damage that is so damaged in this lifetime that the feminine energy needed to go over in a visual. It came to wash over, to heal, because you've got one side feminine and one side masculine, and the feminine washed over the masculine to help the masculine continue to heal, to keep moving forward on their ascension journey. And they were not the only one. So this thing about perfection, we're already perfect. This thing about what's written, everything is so succinct, and we do this and we'll be in 5D and this, that. Honestly, it's time to release all of the writings and feel into what is relevant for now with what you read. Everybody, newly, fresh slate. Start again. Allow yourself a 3-day reset, regroup energy. Because many born before you, going back years, baby boomers, found it more difficult in some ways due to being born in an era of different DNA, because this has been altered as the younger ones come in. DNA has been upgraded. So, and I know this because I've been working with these souls myself on the cusp of Generation X and baby boom of 65 to the new children. And I can see, and I have personal experience and real proof, ascension in the human linking with spirit, real and raw life proof. And I didn't need to go to a university, although I wanted to go to degree. The divine had other plans for me to do all I did by real life experiences instead. And that's what comes through at the end of the day, raw and realness, and numbers are less. They need to be due to the immense impact of how super powerful we really are. It takes a lot. and years in the human to grow into our wisdom of human emotional years of experience. And I'm going to finish off in 1 minute in saying the biggest area I'm finding is you masters, you souls, you first wavers, you gods, you goddesses, you amazing super beings who you are. Allow others that come from unconditional love and let go of the competition, let go of the ego and the competing, pull back personally more into your own sacred space more and more and more, especially now with this giant reset that we are going through. Allow yourself a few days. Things are very discombobulated again, not making sense and not flowing, not working, and you're being asked more and more, surrender and let go even more, even to those closest to you. So that birthing dream was the birthing newly of an energy vibration that came through and anchoring these in from spirit to soul, voicing and tabling through the emotions as I talk and share with you. Okay? Being honest with yourself. It's time to remove self-doubting words and take things up another level for yourself. This is a transition. Slow down again, regroup, pull back again and again and again. Deliberately, consciously ask for help, then be prepared and a human to move forward to the new. We need to let go of something we've done for so long that it has become a part of us if we want to change. And I'm going to leave you with that. Let go of something we have done if we want to change. It's breaking the darker energies of curses and no longer carrying the poverty and lack of abundance with past generations. It stops here, right now with you. And then you can receive all the abundance and blessings from all your ancestral lineage energy. So we start with this birthing, new birthing energy. And we flow around everything that's happening. And this is about your freedom from you. You will manage and cope with all else in the world, because the universe and the divine will help you to flow around the rocks and perceive blocks because they are not. So see old energies flush up through you now. New golden energy flushing up, flushing older ones away, like a vessel that flecks of dark energy. See the gold flow up. And so it is done. We're still learning how to bring our amazing, powerful energy through to others. We are in a transition of two worlds still. Please remember this. And creating a new path and energies is just that. New, new, new. This has been a triple cellular upgrade. Thank you so much. 33, the master number. So much love and blessings to you. I'm looking forward to reading your comments on this and watching back for me to receive a further upgrade in healing. Thank you, everybody. Bye.